Ooh-wee, what's happening, y'all? It's Crown Heem in the building, aka Crown Nosa. You know what I'm saying? Back at it. Another video for y'all. You know, working on my consistency. Can't make excuses. You know, we gotta wake up every day and be on the attack and use as much energy as possible as early as we can, bro, non-stop. So, you know, that's been my mindset, and I'm just gonna do that and show y'all, man. Show y'all that it's necessary to be consistent, and it's necessary to find ways to constantly, you know, remind yourself, you know. I mean, some people don't need the reminder, you know, but some people do, right? So, but regardless, it's all about getting that work, man, and putting in that work, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm about. That's all I'm about, bro. And that's what we're all about on this journey, man. On this semen retention journey, especially, obviously. You know, this is what we own. So, yeah, man, I'm feeling good. I can't complain, man, but I just want to motivate y'all, man. Get up, man. When it's real early, that's when it's time to attack. We got to be willing to get up early and, you know, do the hard stuff. Get the hard things out of the way early on, bro, so that the rest of the day can be just a little bit more, I don't want to say easy because that's a lie, but more doable, more assuring. Because if you knock out the toughest task that you had to accomplish that day, I mean, everything else is automatically going to technically get easier. You know what I'm saying? You know? I can't go to sleep knowing that I got stuff I got to do. You know, we got to cut out all that 90% type of thinking, man. You know, we are, you know, 10 percenters, 5 percenters, 1 percenters. You know, we are rare people. We are rare individuals. And, you know, we are going to have to display being rare. And, you know, everyone's time is different. Some people really become this and embody this really early in life. And then some people, you know, it takes a little bit later. But regardless, you know, we all have the same destination. We all have the same, you know, the same type of path. And that's the path that's less taken. And, you know, I'm so warped into that right now. And it feels right. It feels right, man. You know, shout out to my mentor, man. Sent me a video with this individual speaking about, you know, the 90% versus the 10%. And how, you know, we need to start being more open and more proud about being a rare commodity, about being a rare, you know, individual in a world where most people are the same. You know, can't be afraid to stick out. Can't be afraid to stand out. And you can't be afraid to do what's necessary to make yourself a part of the 10%, aka 5%, aka 1%, you know? It's our time to shine, y'all. You got it. Don't let anything stop you. You got it, bro. All my fellas out there, look, let's retain our seed, bro. All it's gonna do is help you. All it's gonna do is aid you. All it's gonna do is just give you that fire that you need. I mean, whether we want to admit it or not, every man needs that fire inside, bro. I mean, a lot of guys can, you know, a lot of guys will say, oh man, you know, shit, I could bust a nut and still wake up, still get up and do what I gotta do. There are gonna be times where you're gonna lay back and you're gonna slack off or fall asleep and be lazy, man. Let's stop playing around, bro. Like there's no man right now. There is no man that consistently busts his nut and is the best version of himself. I'm sorry. There's no way, bro. There's no way. That's not possible. And if it is possible, I haven't seen it yet. You know, somebody needs to enlighten me. Somebody need to, you know, send me, you know, towards that individual so I can, you know, examine that dude and just have a conversation out of respect, to be honest. Because if you're able to lose your brain fluid consistently and lose all your vital nutrients, everything that you need to be, your best self, but you're still, I guess, your best self even when you release those things. Okay, so be it. But haven't seen it yet. And the point is, why not just hold on to your nutrients? Why not just hold on to what makes you your best instead of playing that game? Instead of teeter-tottering with your pleasures, because that's all that's about. Releasing is all about pleasure, nothing more, nothing less. And what do we know about pleasure? Pleasure comes with weakness right after. As soon as you're satisfied, boom, you get tired, you get sleepy, you get unmotivated. As soon as you bust a nut, you get tired, you get sleepy, you get motivated. As soon as you eat good food and get super full, what? The itis. You get sleepy, you get unmotivated, you get tired, bro. So it all correlates, it all goes together, man. Find some motivation. Simi Retention is the way.